Hello, everybody. Wolfgang here. Today is Tuesday, August the 12th. Taco Tuesday. All right, clean up my laptop. So, how are we all doing today? Good, I hope. Another hot, humid day here. That's all right, though. We got storms coming in tomorrow, they said. And then I heard there's actually a hurricane brewing out there. So we'll have to keep an eye on that, see what's up. Especially with it being a hurricane season. You know what that means. Everybody that lives in the hurricane areas need to be prepared. And I'm sure some are. And then there's going to be some people that won't be. And we go through it every year. So some people are just like, even with the evacuation, I'm going to stay. And make it mandatory evacuation. I'm not going. Hey, it's on you. Anyway, I have an article. I had this article saved. I read it about 2 weeks ago, maybe. I had it, like I said, I had it saved. And, well, I'm going to share it now. It's not that I didn't forget that I had it. It just other things come up, and it's like, oh, I'll get back to this. I'll get back to it. But, yeah, this is kind of, I don't know, lighthearted, strange, however you want to look at it. But let me share it so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. It has to do with robots. It says robot bunnies deployed in Florida to fight invasive pythons. This was put out, like I said, 2 weeks ago. Burmese pythons, one of the world's largest snakes, are also one of the most problematic invasive species in South Florida. First spotted in the Florida Everglades in the 1970s, the snakes were introduced either accidentally or intentionally through the exotic pet trade. Since then, pythons have become top predators in the local food ecosystem. Despite the fact that they are now exist throughout much of South Florida, they remain difficult to track down. That means researchers and conservationists need to find creative ways to lure them out into the open. And by creative, we mean really creative. Researchers led by University of Florida professor of wildlife ecology and conservation, Robert McCleary, have released 40 solar-powered, remote-controlled robot bunnies in South Florida this month. The researchers replaced the plush toy stuffing with motors and heaters to imitate the motions and body temperature of one of the python's favorite snacks, marsh rabbits. Oh, look at that little fluffy bunny. It's not real. We want to capture all the processes that our actual rabbit would give off, McCleary explained. Previous research had demonstrated that live peened rabbits successfully attract pythons. But this approach requires too much manpower to care for the animals at that scale. Cue robot bunnies. They don't need to be fed. Their pens don't need to be cleaned. They're waterproof, and they're decked out with motion sensor camera that pings researchers if a python approaches. So what the hell if the python eats one of these things? If we can see a statistically significant number of pythons that are coming to investigate these robot rabbits, and then and the pens, that would be a success. Because right now, pythons do a great job of staying hidden. Mike Kirtland, lead invasive animal biologist for the South Florida Water Management District, told Wink. Okay. It remains to be seen whether the pythons will be fooled. If they're not, the researchers have another trick in their back pocket, according to the Palm Beach Post: perfuming the robots with rabbit scent. Well, there you go. They got cameras and shit on them, so they'll be able to see. Uh, let's see if any activists come out and say, but if the python eats that robot, it could kill him. That's just inhumane. I don't know. You do whatever you got to do. I mean, if they're that evasive and there's so many of them, you know, I mean, if pythons get big enough, they could eat a friggin' baby. So, but I thought I'd share that story about the robot rabbits. This is Wolfang. Hope everybody has a great Taco Tuesday. Have a great evening, too. Blessed be, stay safe, and I'll bullshit with y'all later. Bye.